So welcome to Jikuze, and as I said last time when I hosted our guest here, investment is so big, so wide, and so we want to just have an easy conversation. And Gishohi here told me that let's first of all, before we jump into investing, understand a bit of a scope about it, but there's this part, before you think about investing, there's certain things you need to know. But before we start that, somebody wrote this and I have to read this. His name is Robert Allen. How many millionaires do you know who have become wealthy by investing in savings accounts? And then he ended up by saying, I rest my case. And I think the answer is very obvious. None, of course. Gishohi, karibu sana bana.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so now, before I think about investing, or my friends there think about investing, there's certain things we need to know. What are these? Take us through, bana.
I think the main thing is, first you need to have the right attitude towards money, because most of us have the wrong attitude towards money. A lot of us are brought up being told that money is scarce. It's scarce. It's a scarce commodity.
Yeah.
And we keep looking at money as this thing that we don't understand, or we cannot have, or we do not have.
Okay.
So I think one of the things is that we have to have the right attitude towards money.
Okay.
Understanding that money is not to be kept. And you've just said it.
Yeah.
You know? Just putting money in the Bible, the guy who put the money under his pillow.
Yeah, he was told, man.
You wicked fool. You might have as well put it in a bank where it will earn interest.
Yeah.
Which again means that the other two guys were the guys who went and did something, took a certain level of risk.
Yeah.
Which is a calculated risk as well.
Okay.
The second thing, forming certain habits about money.
Yeah.
See, unfortunately, a lot of us, when it comes to planning money, we don't want to really sit down and do it, you know, or write it or something. And one of the simplest methods I've ever seen of even planning your money, it's called the jars. There's a method they used to use jars. So it's somewhere where you have jars for the different things.
Okay.
So that even somebody who's earning 1,000, or you get home with 100 shillings in the evening every day, and you take that change, make sure it's in 10s and 20s, and you say, okay, I have 10% of these 100 shillings, it goes into this jar, it's for my tithe.
Yeah.
I have 10% of this money, it goes into this jar, it's for fun.
Yeah.
I have 10% of this money, it goes into this jar, it is for my rent.
Yeah.
Of course, you're not supposed to maybe rent a house for more than 28% of your earnings. I have this other 10 or 20%, it is for education. Insurance, which is a form of investment.
Yeah.
And then you have this 10% that you end up with sitting there that you have nothing to do with.
Yeah.
You've already put away 10% for fun.
Yeah. So there's
Then,
nothing.
At the end of the month, come and look at it. If you've been coming with 100 shillings a day, every day, that's 30 days of the month.
Absolutely.
It means if you are putting 10 bob in this jar for fun, at the end of the month, you'll have 10 times 30, isn't it?
Some
That's
3K somewhere.
Shillings.
Yeah,
You can
absolutely.
take that 300 shillings and decide you're going to have some nyam chong, or you're going to go and have.
And if it was 100, it's 3K, so it's quite
absolutely
some good cash, yes.
But don't go beyond that.
Okay.
See, unfortunately for us now, we put money, and that's the problem with savings a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You put money in a bank account where you have access to it first of all. So
it's very easy to go and just check it out.
yes, it's a moment away.
So Gishohi, on terms of attitude, so these guys who, you know, there's a feel-good thing when you look at your bank account and you feel nice that there's a lot of some cash. So you're telling me that most of the people who are good at investing and are making a lot of money are throwing the money out. They are not letting the money rest.
They're letting the money do something.
Okay.
They're using money to work for them.
Okay.
They want to create what we call passive income. So
Okay.
they're not keeping money where they can touch it.
Okay.
They're putting money, it's called delayed gratification.
Okay.
That, yes, I have the money right now, but I don't have to buy something with it.
Okay.
I mean, I have the same issue with my children. When they see I have money, immediately they want a pizza.
Okay.
See, to them, money buys something at that point. But how do you then now create a method in which, and it starts at a very early age.
Okay.
I can tell you for a fact. I remember when I was very young. First of all, my parents, my dad would not give me money without a reason.
Okay. You have to explain why.
You have to explain why, which creates an idea of budgeting. If I want money from you, see, it's called quantification. Why do I need it?
Okay.
Is it something that I need? Is it something I want? you know.
Okay.
Secondly, if I did something, you see, he would give me and tell me why he gave me the money. For example, we would have arguments with the guys who worked on the you know, within the homestead. If he drove in, we all wanted to wash his car because whoever cleaned the car
you get something.
Got his 20, 30 shillings.
Okay.
If he polished his shoes, he'd say, oh yeah, now you can go and, you know.
Yeah.
Now in that process, it creates in you a feeling that, yeah, I do something, you know, money comes from somewhere.
Okay.
But then on top of that, later on he'd come and ask you, so yesterday, you know, I gave you a handing book for cleaning the car. What did you do with it? You see?
Oh yeah.
And initially you would have gone and done something. And he would say, why didn't you keep it? And then later you'd have enough maybe to buy that football you wanted.
Okay. Okay.
But then when you go to the supermarket with your children, what do? We take their piggy bank, break it, and then you go and buy the football for the child. You haven't taught him a habit of how money works.
Yeah.
Let him take that hard-earned 100 shillings. It's been 10 bob polishing your shoes every day.
Yeah.
It's painful for him.
I know it's
he'll
work.
Go and pick a chocolate. Then he'll get to the till and, you know, give the money
to get that chocolate.
To get the chocolate. And then he'll get zero change.
Yeah.
And he'll walk out and say, Daddy, he took all my money, but that's the moment when that guy realizes what money is worth.
That's true.
You see?
And give the value to the money.
Absolutely. So now that's the point where you can start telling him, you see, if you had done XYZ with this money and bought something that maybe you would have been able to enjoy, has more utility to you.
And probably would give you more.
Absolutely. And so it creates a sort of habit of when I get the money, what do I do with it?
Okay.
Unfortunately, we don't get that education about investment in life. We don't educate our children. Remember, in Africa, we're the second or third generation to have money. So we walk around saying, oh, I walked to school, my children can never walk to school.
Oh yeah, you want to, you know, you don't want them to go through the same things that you went through. Okay.
I'm not saying don't do those things for your children, but let them know what they're worth.
But there are modern ways even now of trying to teach them.
Absolutely.
To value money.
There are ways of trying to teach them how to value money. What happens when your children come and ask, hey, what do you do?
Okay.
Why we just tell them, no, you go to school and then you'll find a job. So we are even programming them to work, to get jobs. You know? Yeah.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense, Gishuhi. And I think I want to post this part one of it at that point, that attitude is a big thing and just valuing the work that comes behind the money. So at part two, then we will discuss now about investing, the various sectors of doing that. So we take that break. Check out next for the areas where you can invest as well.